before I forget, those are the obvious things to clean, but when we're in the shop, we also want to clean everywhere we might have touched with ink. So we want to clean the handles of the press. We want to clean the cylinder of the press. We want to clean the bed of the press. Maybe if we use a spoon, we want to clean a spoon off and make sure we didn't get any ink on there so that it doesn't transfer on the back of somebody else's print. We want to clean the crank. All of those kinds of things we want to wipe down again with just glass cleaner on a shop towel. Now all of these things can clean up with glass cleaner or simple green as well. The one thing I want to take a little more care of is the brayer. Glass cleaner, maybe over time, and perhaps denatured alcohol, they may cut the ink, but they can also have a tendency to dry out the brayer. So I'm going to clean the brayer with a little bit of Gamsol. Although again, if you're doing this from home, I could easily just clean this with soap and water too. Okay. So I will spray a little glass cleaner on here. For your mounted block, this one it doesn't seem to be an issue, but some mounted blocks are on MDF, and if you get MDF wet, it falls apart, right? So we want to make sure that if we have a mounted block we're using, we don't get that wet. We probably want to put it on a rag instead and then wipe the surface. Okay. So I'll start with this dirty rag, clean up the ink knives. And I want to wipe again, not just the obvious areas, but I want to get the handles of the brayer and the handles of the ink knife and get the majority of ink off first and then give them a second wipe with a clean rag. All right. So this one's still got a lot of life to it. You noticed I'm using gloves, right? Makes it a lot easier to just dispose of the gloves. Do I throw the gloves away in the can? If you don't have a lot of ink on there, you can just throw them away in the regular trash. But if there's a bunch of ink all over the gloves, then yeah, we want to probably put that in with the rags. One of the cool things about being a printmaker is that there's lots of information out there on how to do things, and one printmaker might do something one way and another printmaker might do it a different way, and you really get to benefit from how willing to share printmakers are with their process. And you get to, take from the best possible ways, right? So something I might show you may not work as well for you, especially if you're in your own setup. But another way might be a more feasible solution.